Hi everyone, I'm Don Lark.
And I'm Sarah Welch. Darren and Ann have the night off. People out in full force at a meeting in Glastonbury this evening trying to find a way to keep their ferry open. The futures of the Glastonbury Rocky Hill ferry and the Chester Headline ferry very much in jeopardy after the state workers who keep them running got layoff notices. News 8's Bob Wilson live in Hartford tonight with more on the latest effort to save the ferries. Bob.
With all the uncertainty at the state budget, a lot of things are caught in that washer machine, trying to figure out exactly what is going to be cut and what's not. One of those possibly cut could be the ferry going from Glastonbury to Rocky Hill back and forth. One of Connecticut's jewels, has a long history, and today we took a ride on the ferry to show you what would be cut if it is let go. For more than 350 years, cars, horses, people have taken the ferry across the Connecticut River from Glastonbury to Rocky Hill and back again.
And it's the oldest continuously operative ferry in the country, so we take a lot of pride in that.
Think about that. That's one for the history books. 1655. That's how long this ferry has been going back and forth across the river. But another one for the history books might be the year 2011, the day they decide to cut the budget and bring the ferry to a halt.
We lose a piece of part of our heritage. We lose something that everybody should enjoy. You get to be outdoors for a few minutes, be on the river.
Tonight, with state layoffs looming and deep budget cuts in the works, more than 100 people rallied to come up with ideas to save the ferry from the governor's budget acts.
Maybe we could get some volunteers or people who would help like that.
Privatization, one option talked about in the meeting. The ferry was privately owned for 260 years until the state finally took over back in 1915.
I think it's ridiculous. You know, we have so few historical things in Connecticut that are left that we should maintain what we have.
As word spreads, people flock to the ferry to relive history and write some new history of their own. For her first ferry ride?
First ferry ride.
How important is it that she goes on this ride?
This is great. I used to do this when I was her age, and for a lot of years after that.
I'm conflicted. I see the value of the ferry, but I also believe that we have some very tough choices in our state. And as I said, when you talk about, you know, preventing child abuse and neglect, this is a nicety.
Now, if the cuts do go through, the last ferry ride will be somewhere around August 11th. That way it'll give the crew time to mothball the ferry and the barge and shut it down officially on the 25th of August. I'm Bob Wilson, reporting live in Hartford, News 8.